Mathematics made easy, no more fear. Target online class, we got you. Wherever you want to from, we got what you need. Target online class.
Good day, viewers all over the world. You are welcome to Target online class. We want to look at change of subject of formula. So before we can discuss this topic, we must know the definition of a formula. So what is a formula? A formula is an equation in which letters represent quantities. That is, if we use letters of the alphabet to represent quantity, then we can refer to that as a formula. Now, to change the subject of a formula, there are steps that are required. So there are steps that are required. The first step that are required or that are essential. The first step is that we are going to clear the fractions. In case where we have fractions, brackets, roots, square root signs, we first clear brackets, signs, and fractions. Then the next step is that we rearrange the formula so that all the terms in the new subject are on one side and the required terms will be at the other side. So we do some manipulations to be able to do that. Then if now have more than one term containing the subject of formula, we are going to take it out of the bracket. That is, if we have so many terms, we are using letters of the alphabet in this subject. So for instance, we have to make x the subject formula. Let's say we have x is equal to 4ab. So if you have to make b, if you have to make b the subject formula, then we do everything humanly possible to transfer every other thing to the left hand side, so that we have only b at the right hand side. So we do some manipulations there. Then the last one is that we divide both sides in case when we have fractions by the brackets. Then we now simplify our results. So we simplify our results. So I want us to take about 3 examples to be able to understand this concept. Let's see example. The first one, example 1, make x the subject of the formula. So in this question, ax plus bx is equal to c. So this is what we are given. This is what we are given. We are asked to make x the subject of formula. So in this case, what do we do? So in this case, what do we do? How do we make x the subject of formula? What we are going to do is that whatever letters that you are asked to make the subject of formula, you try to bring the letter or the unknown to one side, then use your mathematical skills to transfer every other variables to the other side. In this case now, we are given ax plus bx equal to c. Then of course I know that x is common. I can bring out x so that I'm going to have a plus b inside the brackets, which is equal to c. Then I want to make x the subject of formula. Then what do I do here? If I can eliminate a plus b, then I'll be able to get x. So I'll just say divide through by a plus b. Divide through by a plus b. So that this will take care of this. At the end of the day, x will now be c all over a plus b. So in this result now, we have been able to make x the subject of the formula. And that is how to make an unknown the subject of formula in a given question. Let's take another example, example 2. Here we have to make r the subject of formula. So what are we given? Here we are given x, capital X, to be equal to 4 pi r squared. So solution, we have x is equal to 4 pi r squared. We want to make r the subject of formula. So what you are going to do is that you do everything humanly possible to bring r to the left hand side. Then I can, since this is equality sign, I can write this and say 4 pi r squared is equal to x. Still the same thing because of the presence of this equality sign. Then I can divide both sides by 4 pi. Divide this side by 4 pi. So 4 pi we can cancel 4 pi here. So I'm going to have r squared to be equal to x all over 4 pi. Then since I have square here, I can go ahead and take the square root of both sides. Once I take the square root of both sides, square root cancel square root. So I'll just say I'll take the square root of both sides. I'll take the square root of this. And of course, in front of square root, we normally have plus or minus. Square, we cancel square root. So that I'm going to have r to be equal to square root of s all over 4 pi. Of course, there will be plus or minus. There will be plus or minus in front of square root. There will be plus or minus in front of square root. And of course, if I like, I can try to say this is plus or minus 1 all over 2 square root of s all over pi. I can try to find the square root of it. It depends on how skillful you are in mathematics. So that is what we are going to get. So let's take another example. Another example, if you ask to make any letters, the summation of formula, just try and rewrite the equation given. So in this case now, we have to make v the summation of formula. So let's see the question. Let's see the question. The question is capital H is equal to, okay, let me write the question at one side so that we have enough space to do our work. The question is capital H is equal to m into bracket v squared minus u squared all over 2gx. So how do we do this? We want to make this v the summation of the formula. So what is the first step that we do? So what we are going to do here is that we want to bring v to the left hand side and transfer every other thing to the right hand side. Then how do we do that? For the first step, since there is equality here, we can first of all cross multiply. So that we have m into v squared minus u squared to be equal to 2gxh. That is 2gx, we multiply h. Then m into v squared minus u squared, we multiply 1. Okay? Then I can open up here to have mv squared minus mu squared. Or no, I may decide not to do it that way. I might decide to divide both sides by m. I'll divide both sides by m. M will take care of m here. So that I have v squared minus u squared to be equal to 2gx all over m. Then from there, I can start to bring v to the other side, and u, so that I will have v squared to be equal to minus here. By the time it crosses this equality sign, it becomes plus. So that I have it to be u squared plus 2gxh all over m. Okay? We have to make v the sum of the formula, not v squared. So at this point now, of course, I can decide to take the square root of both sides. If I take the square root of both sides, the square root of this becomes square root here. Square becomes square root. Then I'm going to have square root in front of this. So if I decide to take the square root of both sides, so I'm going to have v to be equal to square root of, this is plus or minus, u squared plus 2gxh all over m. And that's what I'm going to get. That is what I'm going to get. So that's what I'm going to get. So at this point, we have been able to make v the subject of formula. So let's take one more example. That will be the last example. Another subject, making an unknown the subject of formula. So in this case now, we have to want to make b the subject of the formula. So what are we given? Let me write it. We are given t, capital T, to be square root of pbh all over 4 plus a squared. This is what we are given. So this is what we are given. So we want to make b the subject of the formula. So what do we do here? For us to be able to get this b, which is inside the square root, we must eradicate this square root. And if we want to eradicate the square root, we can take the square of both sides. So if I take the square of t, it will be t squared. If I take the square of what I have here, square will cancel square root, so that I'll be left with pbh all over 4 plus a squared. That's the first step. We want to make b subject of the formula. I can go ahead and cross multiply here, so that I'm going to have pbh to be equal to t squared into bracket 4 plus a squared. That's what we are going to get. That's what we are going to have here. Then from here, I can divide by ph, divide both sides by ph. ph becomes ph, I'll be left with b. I'll be left with b, which is the unknown that we are looking for. Then here, I'm going to have b to be equal to t squared into bracket 4 plus a squared all over ph. Then if I like, I can express this and say E is equal to T squared 4, or I can call it 4T squared plus A squared T squared all over PH. And that is what we are going to get. So that's what we are going to get. So I just want us to practice the following as an exercise. Let's just practice the following as an exercise. Let's practice the following. So in this case now, the first question, we have to make R the subject of the formula. That's the first question. So what is the question? We want to make R solve the formula. C is equal to 3P all over R plus S. Then the second question, we have to want to make N the subject of the formula. So what we are given, I is equal to NE all over R plus NR. Then the third one, we have to make U the subject of the formula. So here we have V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. So just try the 3 exercises that we have on the board. So thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Mathematics made easy, no more fear. Target online class, we got you. Wherever you want it from, we got what you need. Target online class.